On this edition of News and Rumors, wrestling fans, we'll be discussing Seth Rollins. Why could he possibly be losing the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell? Plus, Cedric Alexander. The burial of Cedric Alexander after Paul Heyman wanting to push him on Monday Night Raw. We're going to be going over that today as well. And is Brock Lesnar and him taking the WWE Championship most assured on Kofi Kingston at the debut edition of SmackDown Live on Fox October 4th? A good idea. All that right here today on this edition of News and Rumors. I'll be back in just a second. Wrestling fans, I hope that your week was so much better than what we saw for the WWE Champion and the Universal Champion this past week on television. Because their week sucked on television. So I hope your week was awesome. And according to these news and rumors, their upcoming weeks could absolutely be miserable. Absolutely be miserable, wrestling fans. Okay? And we're going to be discussing that right here today. Before we do, make sure you become a subscriber. Make sure you hit that bell for all notifications. Thank you for tuning in. This is Webby for News and Rumors, wrestling fans. If you don't know who I am, and this is your first time tuning in to this podcast, and make sure you go back and watch anything you have missed right here on the channel, which is Raw and SmackDown Live reviews, on the roads, anything. Go back and watch it. A lot of good stuff on the channel. But, wrestling fans, a lot of things are coming up in the world of professional wrestling. A lot. Whether it's the draft, whether it's Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins inside Hell in a Cell, or quite frankly, something that a lot of you wrestling fans would consider minor, and that is Cedric Alexander being buried. I don't consider that being minor, because I think Cedric Alexander would be a perfect superstar to take the United States Championship off of AJ Styles, so AJ Styles could go on to something more important than the mid-card title. But, according to Vincent Kenny McMahon, AJ Styles needs to bury Cedric Alexander. Look at Sportskeeda.com, wrestling fans. It tells you all about it. All about it. Okay? Another thing that we're going to dive into is Seth Rollins. Why exactly is he in danger of losing the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell? Besides the fact that Bray Wyatt is the hottest character in WWE today. The hottest. And for those of you that don't think so, I want you to think of this. Is there anybody else on the roster that you can think of right now that when they come on the television, everybody shuts up? Everybody shuts up genuinely and listens to what they have to say. Outside of when Paul Heyman speaks. No, absolutely not. Everybody is mesmerized and everybody enjoys The Fiend. We haven't seen a character like that in so many years. It's an awesome sight to see. Who knows what kind of rivalry can become with The Fiend, especially if he gets that Universal Championship. The Fiend versus the Demon King. The Fiend versus the Demon from Death Valley. The Fiend versus Sheamus. It has been in the news that Sheamus is cleared for competition. The Fiend versus any number of superstars. WWE wants to bounce back and forth. Make Shinsuke Nakamura a babyface again. Make Nakamura versus The Fiend. Bray Wyatt. Awesome matchup they have on their hands. That would be awesome to see. Now, why would Bray Wyatt take the Universal Championship away from Seth Rollins besides being the hottest character on WWE television today? Because of Fox. Yes, I said it again. It has to do with Fox. The internet's been saying it. It has to do with Fox. Fox TV has SmackDown. They need big, huge, massive stars to help carry SmackDown live. It's been in the news, and it makes sense, wrestling fans, that Fox wants the really huge, big stars. Who better than Seth Rollins to come over there and make it a more sports-like show? Wrestling. Something that the WWE Universe genuinely enjoys of Seth Rollins. That the WWE Universe will get behind Seth Rollins over on SmackDown. We'll tune in on SmackDown. We have not seen Seth Rollins on SmackDown, on the blue brand before. On Raw, you can have the Monster Among Men versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship. Not saying I really care for Braun Strowman to get a Universal Championship, but that would be a matchup for Bray Wyatt. SmackDown, you would probably get a rematch between Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. You would probably see, and it pains me to say this, wrestling fans, it really pains me to say this, and those of you that are watching me right now and have been watching me for any length of time at all, knows that it pains me to say this. A rematch between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. Could see that in the cards. I hope not, though. I genuinely hope not. Now, let's move on to Brock Lesnar. Why WWE. Why? Fox, are you doing this to us again? I know there's some out there that have said, I've watched you, I've listened and 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 listened to you say, it's a good thing that Brock Lesnar is getting the WWE Championship. I say bullcrap. Epic bullcrap. Brock Lesnar getting the WWE Championship. Yes. Will he be a big megastar for SmackDown Live? Will he draw in some ratings for Fox? Of course. But you're meaning to tell me that that's the only way WWE and Fox can get him on TV? I admit, and I'm sitting here and I admit that Kofi Kingston's WWE Championship run has not been the most intriguing. I mean, Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens hasn't been the most intriguing. But if you're going to drop it to somebody, it has to be Brock Lesnar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Brock Lesnar could go in and have a rivalry with somebody, keep him on TV, have him have rivalries with somebody, bouncing back off on TV. You don't have to have Brock Lesnar with the championship. You could stick him on the promos for SmackDown. This is garbage. Yes, it adds extra star power. I get it. So you can put it on your commercials. Hey, look, former UFC champion Brock Lesnar, now WWE champion. Tune in on Friday nights for SmackDown. He'll be on there. What garbage? If that didn't draw that much ratings for USA, you think that's going to do massive upon massive numbers because of Fox? Just because it's Fox and it's Brock Lesnar? I'm not excited for it. I'm not. And I admit, I have been criticizing WWE making Kofi Kingston throw pancakes while he has been WWE champion. But this is crap. But y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below about everything that I've mentioned on this News and Rumors podcast. And don't forget to do everything I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, which is to become a subscriber today. And make sure you leave me a like and a comment and let me know what you're thinking. And of course, until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.